this one? Okay, thank you. Mr. Burgess is requesting a conditional use permit to operate an auction house in the PB Planned Business District. The subject property is located here outlined in blue. This is a Center Drive. The parcel actually is located on both sides of Center Drive, but the buildings are located to the west side. The total area of the property is about 1.87 acres, and the address is 606 Center Drive. The property currently is developed with two buildings. These are the buildings there and there. The main building, which was previously a bowling alley, is approximately 13,483 square feet in size, and the other building was previously used as a car wash. Surrounding land uses include single-family residential homes to the west, the Days Inn Motel to the east, and medical offices and a shopping center to the south. Mr. Burgess plans to use the former bowling alley for an auction house and potentially the former car wash building for accessory storage purposes. No additions or expansions to the buildings are planned, but interior renovations will likely be necessary. The former car wash would need to be enclosed prior to it being able to be used for storage purposes, and the existing driveways will be used for access. Currently, there's approximately 50 parking spaces on the property. The auction house requires one space for every 3 persons in seating or standing capacity for the auction use. The 50 parking spaces on the property would allow for occupancy by up to 150 people during that auction. But with parking agreements with surrounding property owners, if they were within 500 feet of the site, Mr. Burgess could secure some additional parking and therefore increase the occupancy. The UDO requires that conditional use permit applications contain specific terms and meet specific conditions, and the application does meet all of those requirements. The UDO requires that City Council make 4 findings before they could issue the conditional use permit, and those findings are that the use will not materially endanger the public health or safety if located where proposed and developed according to plan. The use meets all required conditions and specifications. The use will not substantially injure the value of adjoining or abutting property, and the location and character of the use, if developed according to the plan, will be in harmony with the area in which it is to be located and will be in conformity with the land use plan. In terms of compliance with the findings, staff believes that compliance is met for each of the findings. Staff review committee comments are the building permit plans must be submitted to county inspections and approved prior to reuse of the buildings, and state building code requirements must be met. Occupancy would be limited to 150 persons unless additional parking can be secured through parking agreements. If the grill inside the building is to be used, it must be brought up to state building code requirements. And since Center Drive and the adjoining side street are private streets, there would be no public maintenance of those streets. During the planning board discussion at their April 17th meeting, the potholes along Center Drive were a subject of discussion. Mr. Burgess did indicate in response to those discussions that he planned to fix those potholes. So the staff would recommend that that be added as an additional condition, a 5th condition. So in summary, the planning board and the staff recommend approval of the application subject to the staff review committee comments and the additional condition number 5. Are there any questions for staff?
Question for this sentence. I heard you mention the car wash, but I didn't take it in. What are they going to do with the car wash?
Mr. Burgess indicated at the planning board discussion that he might use that for accessory storage purposes related to the materials that would be soon put up for auction.
Okay,
So,
maybe
yes,
storage,
correct.
close it in and make
Okay.
storage. Okay.
Close it in,
Good,
right.
good, excellent. Mr. Burgess.
But I guess, like you said, the agreements, for fixing the pothole, they said it wasn't really our responsibility to do it. it'd be in our best interest, you know, as far as the potholes and the, like I said, just additional storage, you know, we'd just be doing some upfitting on the outside just to make it look better, and renovations on the inside. And most of our auction would be evening auction, so it wouldn't really interfere with any businesses at the time we would be holding it. It would hopefully just be beneficial for the community to somewhere to come and have a little bit of fun.
That's a great concept.
It's just hoping it all works out.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Burgess?
What hours are you going to be operating?
Usually our auctions start in between 6:30 and 7, and they usually last about 3.5 hours or so, give or take. You know, how long it takes to run through what we have.
Your plans to use this car wash for storage, are you going to close that in?
If we use it for storage, we would close it in just to store more additional merchandise. If we needed more storage space, it wouldn't, nothing in, just be going in, putting our pallets of merchandise,
Right.
storing them inside.
It'd be a great storage place. Is that something you hope to do soon, or?
Yeah, that's something we plan on. We're gonna mainly concentrate on the building right now first. We'll probably go up and try to paint it, cover up all the graffiti that's on it right now.
Yeah, you read my
But
mind.
we'll have to go and put a new roof on it, and then obviously build the walls and put our garage doors on it, so that's where we can access each bay that's in it. So, but that would be after probably we get moved in, then we would move on to that as we could get to it.
So you would consent to having a condition in there about fixing the potholes? You're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
Good.
That's the trip
That's
that
fine. Yeah, good. I thank you. Let's go.
Any other questions?
Is this something you've done before, or is this a new endeavor?
No, we hold auction now. My brother-in-law's actually the auctioneer caller, but I'll be helping do some when we move into this building. But we've actually been doing it since the first of the year. We've been doing it. We outgrew the little building we rented in off Long Shoals Road. We've been looking since we moved into that one, and this one kind of come available, looking like it's working out for us. So and the retail, I don't know if it mentioned in the smaller side, we would be opening up a retail in the little side, you know, to sell merchandise.
All right, any other questions?
I have a question for TJ. Since I own a piece of property adjoining to that, should I recuse myself from this?
I don't see that you benefit financially from this one way or the other. I don't think you need to on this. If you have any interest in that.
Thank you, Mr. Burgess. I believe those are the only two sworn in to speak. Okay, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I need a motion to consider this request or to deny this request.
Move we consider the application.
Okay, there's a motion to consider. Any further discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?